Okay, let's go.
The Unlikely Alliance. How Hanli forged the Drifting Cloud Sect into an unrivaled power. Welcome back to 1991 Review. In this video, we will explore the incredible journey of Hanli and how he single-handedly elevated the Drifting Cloud Sect from a respectable mid-tier power into the undisputed hegemon of the Heavenly South region. The Heavenly South region, a vast and turbulent cultivation landscape, was long dominated by a delicate balance of power. The Righteous Tao Alliance and the Devil Tao Sect were in a state of perpetual conflict, while independent powers like the Mulan tribes posed a constant external threat. Within this complex political web, the Drifting Cloud Sect, located in the state of Xi, held a respectable but unremarkable position. As one of the major powers within the Righteous Tao Alliance, it was renowned for its expertise in alchemy, a skill that guaranteed it a steady stream of resources and allies. However, its martial prowess was limited. Before Hanli's arrival, the sect was supported by only 2 nascent soul cultivators, both at the early stage. Their strength was enough to maintain their territory, but not enough to dream of true supremacy. Yet, what they lacked in raw power, their elders possessed in shrewd judgment. It was this foresight, a gamble on a single mysterious cultivator, that would irrevocably alter their destiny. A humble beginning and a fateful opportunity. After his perilous return from the Umbra Realm, Hanli sought something more valuable than any treasure, a safe harbor. As a powerful rogue cultivator with countless secrets and coveted items, he was a target. Joining an established sect would provide him with a much-needed shield, a legitimate identity that would deter opportunistic enemies. The Drifting Cloud Sect, with its relatively simple entry requirements and alchemy-focused background, seemed the perfect fit. Concealing his true late-stage core formation cultivation, Hanli joined as a common outer sect disciple, a seemingly insignificant addition to their ranks. His chance to truly shine came with the Sword Trial Assembly, a grand competition held by the 3 major sects of the region to decide the distribution of the precious sap from the Spirit Eye tree. The stakes were immense. The sap could be refined into spirit-stabilizing pills, invaluable for overcoming bottlenecks and resisting heart devils during cultivation. More importantly, it was used to create Brightside Spirit Water, a miraculous liquid that could grant cultivators a powerful ocular art known as the Brightside Spirit Eye. For a pragmatist like Hanli, this was an unmissable opportunity. He entered the competition not for glory, but for tangible power. The assembly soon descended into chaos with the unexpected intrusion of both righteous and devil Tao factions, creating the perfect storm for a calculating opportunist like Hanli. Amid the turmoil, he not only secured a root of the Spirit Eye tree, but also a coveted spirit-stabilizing pill, resources that would prove critical for his next step. A shocking breakthrough in the rise of an elder. With his preparations complete, Hanli entered seclusion within the sect's back mountains to attempt a perilous breakthrough to the nascent soul realm. The process was a resounding success. The resulting celestial phenomenon, immense spiritual chi vortexes, and heavenly tribulations, sent shockwaves to the entire Drifting Cloud Sect. The emergence of a new, unaffiliated nascent soul cultivator within their own territory was an event of monumental significance. The sect's 2 patriarchs, Cheng Tiankuan and Lu Luo, were immediately alerted. Realizing they had a once-in-a-millennium genius in their midst, they acted swiftly and decisively. Cheng Tiankuan personally went to Hanli's seclusion cave and made an offer that was impossible to refuse. He promised Hanli the esteemed position of a sect elder, complete freedom from all mundane duties, an annual stipend of thousands of spirit stones, and most importantly, personal guidance and shared insights into profound mysteries of the nascent soul realm. For the newly ascended Hanli, who knew little about the intricacies of his new cultivation level, this last offer was the most compelling. He accepted, and in that moment his fate and that of the Drifting Cloud Sect became intertwined. The elders' gamble had paid off beyond their wildest dreams. They had not just gained a new nascent soul cultivator, but one who was barely over 200 years old, a prodigy whose potential was limitless, forging a legend and establishing a reputation. To gauge Hanli's true capabilities, Cheng Tiankuan dispatched him to the grand auction at Skyfir City. This journey would serve as Hanli's explosive debut on the grand stage of the Heavenly South region, where he would build his legend through a series of astonishing feats. Unveiling his power, he first demonstrated a spiritual sense on par with a mid-stage nascent soul cultivator, an ability far beyond his realm that left his peers in awe. Triumph in combat. He then proved his martial prowess by decisively defeating a nascent soul cultivator from the formidable Mulan tribes, showcasing his ability to handle external threats. A daring rescue. His most audacious act was marching into the heart of the masked Moon sect. There, He single-handedly defeated Nangongwan Senior Sister, a powerful mid-stage nascent soul cultivator, and brought Nangongwan, who had also reached the nascent soul realm, back with him. This act was not just a rescue. It was a bold statement of defiance against one of the core powers of the Nine Nations Union. His reputation was truly cemented during the Battle of Yellow Dragon Mountain. There, Han Li single-handedly fought and defeated two infamous cultivators from the Devil Flame sect and the Mulan tribes. Even more incredibly, he managed to escape from the clutches of a late-stage nascent soul grand cultivator. In the world of cultivation, where realm suppression is absolute, escaping from a cultivator 2 minor realms above oneself is a feat bordering on the impossible. News of this battle spread like wildfire, and the name Han Li became synonymous with legendary talent. With Han Li and Nangongwan's allegiance, the Drifting Cloud Sect now boasted 4 nascent soul cultivators, instantly elevating their status. Recognizing the political tightrope they were walking, Chung Chien-Kuan displayed his brilliant strategic mind. He formally adopted Nangongwan as his sworn sister and publicly announced her engagement to Han Li. This masterstroke of diplomacy transformed the potential conflict of the Nine Nations Union into a familial alliance, binding Han Li even closer to the sect through ties of kinship, becoming the pillar of the Heavenly South. During the subsequent Great War between the righteous and devil Daos, Han Li became the linchpin of the righteous faction, his incredible power turning the tide of numerous battles and further solidifying the Drifting Cloud Sect's prestige. His loyalty was also proven when he risked his life to save Chung Chien-Kuan from the infamous blood flame in the Valley of the Fallen Devil, an act that demonstrated his genuine respect and gratitude toward the elder who had first believed in him. As Han Li advanced to the mid-nascent soul stage, his power became truly peerless. He easily defeated the Grand Elder of the Ancient Sword Sect, allowing the Drifting Cloud Sect to officially become the #1 power in the state of Shi. The final piece of the puzzle fell into place after his return from the Scattered Star Seas, where he had broken through to the late nascent soul stage. At a grand celebration hosted by the sect, a series of challengers came to test a new legend. Han Li effortlessly defeated Wei Wei and the old Devil Hawan. His ultimate challenge came from Ji Yang, the supreme leader of the entire Righteous Tao Alliance. In a battle that captivated the entire region, Han Li defeated him as well. With that victory, Han Li's title as the strongest cultivator in the Heavenly South region was undisputed. The Drifting Cloud Sect, powered by his unparalleled reputation, underwent explosive growth. They expanded their territory to encompass more than half the state of Shi and became the undisputed #1 sect in the entire Heavenly South region, an enduring legacy. After Chung Chien-Kuan's passing, Han Li naturally assumed the role of Grand Elder. Though his focus was on his own path to ascension, he ensured the sect's continued prosperity by appointing the capable Lu Yu to assist Lu Luo in managing its affairs. Even after Han Li finally shattered the void and ascended to the spirit realm, his legacy endured. The powerful foundation he had built, the resources he had won, the reputation he had forged, and the cultivation environment he had secured allowed the Drifting Cloud Sect to maintain its dominion for thousands of years. In conclusion, the relationship between Han Li and the Drifting Cloud Sect was one of perfect, symbiotic synergy. Han Li needed a home, a base of operations, and the sect provided it. In return, the sect needed a champion, a once-in-a-lifetime genius, to carry them to new heights, and Han Li became that champion. Yet, it was more than a mere transaction. It was a bond forged in genuine respect and kindness, initiated by the foresight of its elders. Han Li, though often appearing cold and detached, was a man who always repaid his debts, both of kindness and of blood. The Drifting Cloud Sect, a faction that balanced ambition with a touch of humanity, was the perfect catalyst for his journey, and in return, he gave them an era of unprecedented glory. That's all for today's video. Thank you for watching 1991 Review. See you in the next one.